hope you're all fine, and I hope you can hear me loud and clear. So I'm just trying new things. I wanna see if this will work out. So today we're gonna be making use of. I'll be streaming using my phone. If you can hear me, please just let me know so that we can resume. Where's the other phone? My phone, group. Let's just wait for more people to join so that we can resume. I'm glad that yesterday's analysis was spot on and you guys were able to make a lot of money from that analysis. I'm just waiting for more people to join. Connected, Kosi Zulu, Tendai.
Connected.
Oh.
Kosi Zulu, Tendai.
Tendai Chakombera. Let's go. Yeah, let's just wait for more people to join. Yeah, I think we can now resume. So I'm gonna start with an analysis. Can you hear me nicely? Can you hear me nicely? Is my audio fine before I can start? Can you hear me nicely, guys? Okay, yes. Marvelous. Piri, thank you for the reply. I think we can now resume. So I'm going to start with an analysis that I saw an opportunity in jump 10. I saw an opportunity in jump 10. So this is what is happening. We can see, let me go on the daily. One thing that is very obvious is that we are seeing that price is making the following. Price is making a series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher low. And then it came to here, to this place, it made a higher low. Then it went up, made a higher high. And then there was a consolidation after the price took off, took this, there was a break of structure at this particular area. And then there is a likelihood that price is likely going to push up. So this is one of my favorite chart patterns that I normally trade, the bullish flag. So these chart patterns, they're very powerful, very, very powerful. So we have here the flag pole. This is a flag pattern. We have the flag pole. So our initial take profit, we're gonna measure it from this particular area. So this is the ultimate take profit that we should have here. So our take profit for number 2 is gonna be this area. Let me just make it horizontal. From this area roughly to this area. So after the breakout, our TP2 is gonna be this one. Our TP1 we're gonna discuss. So this is where we're going to have our second TP. Our second TP is roughly around this area. So we've noticed that price, after the consolidation, price is moving away from the what? From the chart pattern, this bullish flag pattern. So the first take profit, if you're trading this chart pattern, is that you measure from the support, which is this lower trend line. We have a lower trend line in this particular area, this one, and we have an upper trend line which is acting as a resistance. So when price breaks away from the what, or when it broke away from this resistance, which is the upper trend line, there is a likelihood that price can just move up and then it reaches our first take profit. So you measure from the bottom, the lower trend line to the upper trend line, then you get your profit target. So our profit target in this scenario is this. So what will normally happen is this. We're on a daily chart. What will normally happen is this. Price trend to make a breakout. But my question is to you guys, those who have been trading chart patterns, do price often make a retest, or after the breakout price will just move up? But what I'm seeing is this, because of this, if you look closely on the daily candle, we can see there's some signs of rejection. We know that the price is still forming, and we can't talk about. But what we can see is this: there is some form of rejection because of the length of the wick of today's daily candle. So if I go to the 4-hour chart, what do I see? I see this clearly. We can see that after the breakout, yes, the breakout was massive, and price pushed up on the next 4-hour candle, but now we're starting to have some red candles. What is this suggesting? It is suggesting, and apart from that, if you look closely again, on top of these previous candles, this one, we have a wick, and we also have a wick, and this candle was bearish. There's a likelihood that this 4-hour candle that we're currently in is going to close bearish. Why? Because in most cases, when there is a breakout, price tend to come and make a retest. In this particular area. So we're likely going to experience a retest. Then from the retest, price is going to push upwards. So for now, although it's dangerous, we can look for some selling opportunities, because the overall bias of this market is bullish. So selling in that market is a little bit risky. So you need to make sure that you use probably the smallest lot size. So I'm assuming that price in this particular scenario is making a pullback. Price is making a pullback. Okay, let's try to zoom in and go to the 30-minute time frame and see if there are signs of price making that movement. Okay, what I can see is something like a double top. On this particular area that is currently forming. If you look here closely, you can see we have this push upwards, and price came down, respected this area, and then price pushed upwards here, creating the next peak of the double top, and then price dropped like here. But if you see, when price then dropped, it's sort of like a change of character around this area. We can see this was the area that was being respected, which is acting like our neckline, our support level. Then price dropped sharply and came to this particular area. It's not yet clear. We're trying to look for selling opportunities, because we know price is likely going to okay, let me try to do this and see. I'm assuming that price should drop and come here and make a retest. I think here, what do we also have here? Okay, it's now clear. If you look on your right here, there's a level where price, that resistance, but it was this level here. When price drops, I'm assuming because of this resistance that we have, we always talk about price continuation, support and resistance, trend continuation, support and resistance, where a level that is once being used as a resistance. This level was once used as resistance, and this swing low and this swing high resulted in the break of this resistance. That resistance would then be turned into a support. So I'm assuming that when price drops, it is likely going to come to this level where we had the resistance and use it as a support. Let me remove these arrows. This is what I'm thinking. So we have marked out an area where we're going to be buying. So another way, the best way to trade this is to wait for price to drop and come to this marked area. When price drops here, we then look for buying opportunity, and the buy has to be very strong. So what the mistake that most people normally make is this: once price reaches here, you start buying. You need at least a candlestick pattern, probably a bullish engulfing, a bullish pin bar, a hammer candle in that particular area, or maybe a morning star that indicates that price is ready to push upwards. Okay, let me try to look for signs or areas where we can get a good entry. Let me go to the 5-minute time frame and see. What I've noticed is this. Let me try 15-minute time frame. I'm trying to look for an opportunity. Okay, I can see there was a trend line and the trend line was broken. We see here there's a trend line. Yes, this is what is happening. Yes. Okay. We have these touch points. We have the first one that is here. And then price came again around this area. So we have this. Okay. So we have a trend line that has been broken. We have a trend line that has been broken. So on this particular area, what we are waiting for is probably a bearish engulfing candle. So this candle must close at least below the open of this previous bullish candle. If that happens, that means we are ready to sell. But mind you, we need to sell using lot size, smallest lot sizes. Why? Because there is a little of what risk that is there in selling in a market that is buying. So this is what I'm assuming, that if this candle closes like this, we can look for a sell, and we are just going to make sure that our stop loss is going to be tight. So we are now left with 3 minutes. So we're going to sell until price reaches this particular area. So our TP, our stop loss, the risk to reward ratio is not going to be that nice. We're just going to make it a little bit tighter. So our stop loss is going to be just above this area. It's very difficult to draw in MT5. But I've noticed that most people normally use what? MT5. So I think it would actually help if I do my analysis using what? MT5, so that you guys can actually see it makes a retest. Yes. So 2 then is saying it normally makes a retest. Yes. And trading with a retest is good. Why? Because there's now the retest now confirms that the breakout was not a fake out. So with me, I normally want to trade with when there is what, when there is the breakout, because the retest, because the retest confirms that that breakout was a true breakout. Because in most cases, there's always a break and retest that normally happen. So let me just so what I'm trying to say is this. What I'm trying to say is this. So in this live, if you're gonna stay until the end, there is a prize. Unfortunately, yesterday there were some guys. I selected 2 people, but unfortunately those guys were not around, and they end up not winning those prizes. So if you're not there, that means you're not. I'll give you only 5 minutes. I'll just select people who will be participating, commenting, liking, and who have already subscribed to our channel. I'm gonna give you this amazing spike detector. So in this live, I'm selecting at least 2 people to win this amazing spike detector. I gave a signal yesterday using this spike detector. Was it in this group? Yeah. So this is the spike detector that we have here, and you can now rent it for $25 a month. But if you want to purchase it with a lifetime license, it's $100. But we are currently running a promotion. We are currently running a promotion where it's 50%. That means you can buy this spike detector for $50. So this promotion runs until the 31st of May. After that, we are done. So I gave a signal yesterday, and there's some testimony that were being given. This guy recently purchased this spike detector, and he was giving a feedback. So this is the spike detector. Here I didn't post the picture. Let me just go to my. Okay, I want to show you guys the signal that I gave yesterday using the spike detector. So this was the signal and it ended up in strong profit. So yeah, this can definitely help you in making massive profits. Okay, is there a picture of the spike detector? Oh, okay, so this was before the signal, and so this is how the spike detector looks like. So this was before, and then these were the results. So basically, that's the spike detector that I'm gonna give for free. So you choose if you want for boom 1000, boom 300, booming crash 300, or you only want for 500, booming crash 500. So I'm gonna give you two pairs, be it boom 500 or crash 500. Those two, I'm gonna select two people who are going to receive this spike detector. Okay, let's go back to our business. I think now the 15-minute candle is closed. Let's see if we have a selling opportunity. I don't like this candle. This candle is not convincing. I would rather wait for a better confirmation. Maybe we'll see what will happen on the 30-minute candle. But the best approach is just to wait. Let's just wait for price to reach our target. If it moves up, unfortunately, that will be it. It's unfortunate these things happen. Okay, so that's number one. Then yesterday, during the live that we had, we analyzed volatility 75 in detail, and I just want to show you guys the results of that analysis that we did. So this. Okay, where's the analysis? Okay, the results and the analysis are here. You can see this was the signal that we gave, and volatility 75 dropped, but I'm not sure if it was able to. It then reversed, and we talked about that volatility 75, the best trading approach when you're trading volatility 75 was to wait for a buying opportunity. It was to wait, yes. So this was yesterday, and then it reached this level. Then there was a sharp decline, but we're able to sell from this particular area here, and then it dropped. And what do we notice today? Price took liquidity that was residing above this previous or this old low. You see this candle and immediately dropped. Okay, let's just go back and see what is taking place. So I noticed on the 15-minute time frame, I noticed something on the 15-minute time frame. It's not yet clear. We had this. Okay, so the same thing is what we are having. I can see there is a bullish flag again, and price is likely going to what? Let's see if this candle closes like this 15-minute candle. There's a likelihood that price is now ready to what? To move upwards. So here we also need to wait for a buying opportunity in VIX 75. So what I would do is this: I would draw another trend line, and if that trend line is broken, this one, then I will consider buying this asset. Okay, we have something like this. So I will consider buying that asset, especially if it takes out this previous high, sorry. If this high is taken out, it's really difficult to analyze and draw using a phone on MT5. Okay, so let's see here what is going to take place. Here we just need to wait because it's not yet clear what is taking place here. Okay, looking at our yesterday's analysis, there was a fair value gap. We're targeting a fair value gap. It was on what? Okay, this was the fair value gap. There was a fair value gap here. So yesterday we were able to sell from here to here, and like what I said, price eventually then pushed up because that was the best. You see how quickly price moved up. It took a lot of time for it to drop, but you see the this powerful bullish movement. There were a few candles that were there to reach that particular area. So price generally in VIX 75 is bullish. Price is bullish. Okay, let me go through the comments. The truth, I need booming crash 1000 detector, fair value gap on M15 to then. Okay, to then, are you saying that on VIX 75 there's a fair value gap? Yes, there is a fair value gap. Yeah, patience. So this guy is saying patient. I think it's in VIX. It's in jump 10. We need to patiently wait for that to play out and then we can take a trade. I just need to ask fair value gap on which asset to then. Please, can you clarify on that? Where is this fair value gap? Yes, there's a fair value gap here. We can see on there's a big fair value gap here. But my question is price going to drop? Yes. Even on H1, we can clearly see the fair value gap. I don't know if you're talking about this one. The one that I can see is this one. There's a fair value gap here. Maybe price will drop and cover the fair value gap and then it moves upwards. I don't know exactly what you're trying to say there. Thank you so much, Emmanuel Chaganeta. Emmanuel Chaganeta is saying the money will not be enough by 30 May. Guys, it's only $30 to get the spike detector. Extend the promotion until 6 June. Thanks in advance. Yes. So two then is also confirming that it was yesterday when I gave the signal that it spiked twice. We made some money. Samuel, same yings. Price most time after the breakout makes a retest before making a move up. So many people are also confirming with that. You need to wait for a breakout. Okay, let me just do it here so that you guys can see the charts. Thank you so much, guys, for your love. Thank you for your love. Oh, I want to see the charts. Okay, the charts are here. Let me just go through the charts. I need booming crash detector. Okay, the truth. Come on. Oh, this thing is difficult. I want to see the charts, but the charts are running away. Please make sure. Let me go through the charts. Bradley Barak just joined your live today. Thank you for your support. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe and you like our video and you comment. So why is it important and why is it most content creators are always begging viewers for likes and comment? It triggers the YouTube algorithm so that these videos can be suggested to more videos. What does it do? How do I benefit from that? When more people react, when there's an engagement, they're reacting to a video, they're commenting, they're doing all those things, this video will get more views and this will motivate me to keep on coming here on this live, giving you content each and every day. So basically you guys, you benefit because more people will also actually benefit from this live because they'll be suggested to a wider audience. So make sure, guys, you like this video, you comment, and those who like and comment, like what I said, those who will be participating will get, I'm gonna select 2, will get a free spike detector. But if you want to purchase it, it's for now until the 31st of May. It's $50. It's on promotion. After that, we then go back to our $100. It's very powerful, I tell you. Tebi Selema is saying spike detector. He's just saying spike detector. Question. So Mr. Sem is saying if price is retesting a support in H4, what is the best time frame to look for a quick sell? Okay, let me just go back to what this guy is asking. Um, let me go to jump 10. I think we're analyzing jump 10. Yes, I think now we now have a better entry or stop loss just above here. Then we're targeting to reach this particular area. So you're saying if price is making a retest on H4, so this is what is taking place. So it depends. With me, I normally go to the lower time frame. Why the lower time frame? So that I can quickly get a sharp entry, so that my stop loss is reduced and my entry is fine immediately, like what we did yesterday. The moment that we entered VIX 75, we were in profit. So basically, you don't stick on your H4 because you can't see the price movement clearly. You go to the lower time frame so that you can get a good entry, and then you can. So that's what's basically what I'm doing. I think I've answered that question. Yes, so till then he's saying the candle seems to be closing below the previous candle. Yes, if that happens, it's indicating that price, and we also drew we also drew a trend line. Price reacted with that trend line. Here it was acting as a support, and that trend line will now be acting. Here it acted as a support. Here again about 3 times until it was broken. So the trend line would then now be used as a resistance, like what is happening here. And if it closes below the previous bearish candle, we know that the price is going to drop here. So maybe if you are afraid, you can just put your stop loss just here on this candle that made the retest, and then at least you have a better risk to reward ratio. So if that happens, we can take that trade. Our stop loss will be tight because we know that the probability of this trade is what is a little bit reduced because we are selling in a bearish market. But the best trading approach, the best trading approach is to wait for price to come to here, and then you buy from this area. That's the best trading approach. So let's just wait and see what will take place. Let's just wait and see what is going to take place. Ash is saying, Ash, I don't know, is it Ash or Ash? Wish you can stay alive forever, even though I'm one of your best, one of the blessed one to have the EA. Yeah. I can't stay forever, guys. I have a lot of things that I need to do. Okay, let's go to and analyze other assets. We talked about Boom 1000. The movement that it made was a little bit it was a little bit funny. Not funny. It wasn't what I expected. I was anticipating that Boom 1000 was going to sell, but unfortunately, that didn't happen. We see this strong. Yesterday's candle was very bullish. It was very bullish. So I'm assuming that Boom is still continuing with the what? With the bullish movement. So there will be more buying opportunities in Boom 1000. So let's quickly look. Today, I want to analyze volatility, assets, and jump. I've noticed that the reason why I shade these chart patterns, let me just go here and shade them again here in this group. The reason why I shared these chart patterns, I want to share with you what I've discovered, guys. I noticed that there are so many people who are now trading jump indices. Why? Because jump indices with even $1 you can trade. But what I've seen that actually works when it comes to jump indices is this. Jump indices, they respect chart patterns. So I'm going to spend my time explaining some of these chart patterns and how we can apply. We go to the charts quickly. So we have our head and shoulder. chart pattern. This is a very common chart pattern that is used when price is making a reversal. So like what I normally, when I'm trading a head and shoulder, I wait for price to break the neckline and then it makes a retest. Once it makes a retest, on the retest, I want a bearish signal. The signal comes in the form of a candlestick chart pattern. Probably it can be a bearish engulfing candle, or it can be a bearish pin bar, which is a shooting star, or it can be an evening star. That's how I normally want to trade my chart patterns. Then we go to the next one, which is the double top. So probably if I talk about a head and shoulder, I'm also talking about the same, but it will be in the opposite when we're now talking about the inverted head and shoulder. So I'm talking about a double top. When it comes to double top, I normally want to see the neckline, the support line being broken. I don't immediately take a trade. I wait for a retest, and then once the retest is confirmed, the same, I wait for a signal again on the retest. Then when I get a signal, I then sell. Then these are very common chart patterns, the flag patterns, where we have a flag pole, the consolidation when price is found between a resistance and a support, and there we have an upper resistance, which is the upper trend line, and the support, which is the what, the lower trend line. And then when price consolidate within this trend line, you're just waiting for price to break out, and then you take the direction of the prevailing trend. So if your bias is what, bearish, you're going to wait for price to make a what, a breakout, and then when it makes a retest, you then join into the trade. So basically that's what we're going to be making use of in jump indices. I've noticed that these work perfectly. It works perfectly in jump indices. So let's just wait. In jump 10 we were on the 15-minute time frame. I don't like how these candles look. Let's check on the 30-minute time frame. Would rather wait, guys. Let's just wait for these candles to drop. If we are going to trade and it's like this, it's not really, I'm not really convinced. They have longer wicks on the lower side, unless this candle that we have closes below all these wicks, then I now have the confidence of what, selling. Let me see on the 5-minute time frame. What do we see here? I'm not really convinced. Let's just wait and see a better candle here, and then we can sell. But the good part is this: after the retest, the previous two candles closed below the trend line, indicating that there is a possibility that price is now moving up. But why is it making those long wicks, the bottom wicks? I don't like how the price is moving, making those bottom wicks. So what I can do is this. Let me go to the 1-minute time frame. On my 1-minute time frame, I've seen that price is also making this thing is not clear. Let's just wait here, guys. We need to wait. Let me check the messages. The truth is saying the promotion. I support $30 for the spike detector until 31st of no, guys. I wish one day I would take a video of how long it takes me and how many sleepless nights it would take me to create a spike detector. So what we did is this: we now have a group, and I think this would definitely help us. We now have a group where if you purchase the spike detector, I hope this is, yeah. If you purchase the spike detector, we'll add you in this group. Why do we want a feedback from our clients of how this spike detector is performing, and we can now make use of this. The feedbacks that this now make use of this feedback that these guys are giving us, and we'll in our next spike detector we'll put this into consideration. So if you purchase this spike detector, make sure that your request to be added in this group so that you can give your review. We want an honest review of how this spike detector. So in this group you are free to share how the spike detector is working. So this is some of the reviews that these guys are giving. So they were now, these guys, they end up talking about other things. They're now talking about our previous VIX 75 strategy. I'm telling you that strategy is very good. It's very powerful. Okay. Okay, that's it. Let's quickly go to the jump 75 and try to look for some opportunities to buy or to sell. But I think this candle looks promising. But I don't like those three previous weeks. They're too long. Maybe price will then just move up. Okay, let me just quickly go. We are looking at jump 10. Let's look at jump 25 and see if there's an opportunity. I normally like to start on the daily. I normally want to see how price is moving on a daily, and then I start my analysis. Okay, one thing that is very clear here in this asset is that it's bullish. There's a bullish. Let's go to the weekly. Okay, the overall trend on the on the weekly, even on the monthly, is bearish. Price is moving down. But let's see here. So if you don't want to be deceived, go to the higher time frame, even the monthly. I don't know why people do not use the monthly time frame. Okay, one thing that is very clear is that price is coming down. There's a bearish trend. That's one. But for the previous 3 months or 2 months, we can see some bullish movement that is taking place. And this candle, this month candle is some bullish momentum. So what is price trying to do here? If you look at how price was dropping, there was a fair value gap. There is a fair value gap. I think by now you now know what is a fair value gap. If you look at this candle, this first one, the second one, and the third one, the low of this candle, that means this part here, the low of that candle is not connected. If you can trade using fair value gaps, if you look at ICT, the founder of this ICT concept, when he's trading, the only thing that he focuses on is fair value gaps. Because it might take time, but eventually those gaps have to be filled. So I'm assuming that price on the monthly time frame, there was a gap here. If you see that bottom part of that wick where I violated, and the high of the third candle from there, which is this one, the high of this candle, they are not connected together. So that means there's a gap. That gap is what we refer to as a fair value gap. So it's not, people just use these things, but it's just gaps. So those gaps are normally filled up. They are normally filled. So when there is a gap like this, price will normally try to fill up the gap before it continues with its bearish movement. We know that price is bearish, but because of this gap that we have here, there's a likelihood. So they act like a magnetic force that draws price to these areas. So before price can proceed, I'm assuming that price is going to fill up the gap, and then it drops like this. So that's one thing that I can see on the monthly. Then I go to my weekly. So if you can do your analysis like this, I'm telling you, there are not 100%. The high chances that your analysis will be accurate. Why? Because you're coming from the high time frame where there's more, the prices becomes more clear. And what we can see again, around that area, we can now readjust our fair value gap. So on the weekly, we can see we have this low of this candle, and we have the high, and we have the high of this candle. There's a gap that needs to be filled by price before it can proceed to move downwards. If you look here, all these candles, I expect around this area here, after the consolidation, there was a space that was not filled up. But you look for a fair value gap that is very close. That one can be filled, and then price will then drop downwards and move like that. Okay, so there's that fair value gap. I think that's the reason why we are seeing this bullish momentum. Then if I go to the daily, What do I see on the daily? Okay, on the daily chart, we can see in this particular area. So I normally like to start from here, from the left side. We can see price pushed up here, made a lower low, and then here there was nothing wrong. Price then made a lower low. Here it made a lower high, and then it dropped. Then, so this area, okay, we need at least 3 candles. Let's start from here. So if you are going to identify a pullback, because sometimes you'd see maybe after 2 candles, then the price moves up. Then you mark that area as a pullback. No, that one is not a pullback. You need at least 3 bearish candles. So this area here, this drop that took place here, but unfortunately, this price action is not correct. Why? Because we didn't have a breakout. So the correct movement was from here. We can see a lower lower, a lower high, and then price dropped. And then price made this movement respecting the previous lower high, and then it dropped here. So here we are fine. So if you look closely, I'm not sure if this is what took place. Let me just use this line and check. Eventually there was a break of structure around this area, because this previous low was taken out when price dropped around this area. So there we still had a what, the bearish, a downtrend. So we mark out this previous this previous lower high. I'm gonna mark out this one because it is the high that resulted in price breaking the structure. So that's the reason why I'm marking that area. So I mark out my high. For me to know that price is still in the downtrend, it has to respect the previous lower high. Why am I doing this? Why am I taking time to explain? So that you guys, you can see that you can never be deceived with price if you take your time to analyze things perfectly. You see here, then price, when we had a candle that closed above this previous lower high, we were now having a change of character. So here we have a change of character or a market structure shift around this area. So it indicates that we're now moving into an uptrend. So that's why I would fancy the idea of what? Looking for buying opportunities. So we are looking for buying opportunities now. And then from there, after that movement, what do we see? Then price started to move down. But here, like what I was saying here, we only have 2 candles. So can we consider this on the daily that this is our previous lower high? I would say no, because we only have 2 candles here. So this is not our higher low. We would consider probably this low here. Then price pushed up, created a new higher high. But if you go to, it becomes valid now if you go to the H4. Why? Because on the H4, those candles that we're seeing there are now many. We see after the market structure shift, what do we see? Price dropped. So this is our higher low. This is the area that we're marking. And what we see, the same thing, guys. I've noticed this. That's why I took my time to talk about chart patterns. Why? Because I've discovered that in these markets, the jump 25, the jump indices, you can make use of chart patterns and they work. But even when you're looking at forex pairs and what forex pairs, gold and what this is the, if you're struggling to understand how price is moving, maybe you don't even understand smart money concept, you don't understand some of these things, I would suggest that you look at chart patterns. This is the easiest way to trade, be it any asset. What we are talking about now doesn't only work in jump indices. Probably you want to trade forex, you want to trade gold, you want to trade indices. If you master this, I'm telling you, price action, the good part of using price action is that it remains constant in different assets. So whatever that we're discussing here, you can still make use of that in any asset that you want to trade. So what we can see again here, it's like a flag pattern. We have the flag pole, then we have the consolidation where price is being conformed. Is it conformed? is moving within these limits. There's a resistance in the support, the upper trend line, in the lower trend line. It looks like a flag pattern. It looks like a flag pattern. So you connect the wicks of this, and then you wait. You wait. You wait. You're waiting here to see. So I would fancy a breakout that would take place on the upper trend line. This is the upper trend line. This one. If there's a breakout, I'm willing to buy because I know price will then move upwards aggressively and fill up this fair value gap that we have here. You see, if I take out this one, you see it's roughly around that area. So you can, for your take profits, oh, the other 15-minute candle is closed. Let's just quickly check if we can have an opportunity in VIX 10. We are on the, I think now there is an opportunity. Yes, it took out the wicks of those candles. But what I would suggest is this. Use a small, the smallest lot size. The smallest lot size. Don't risk too much because price is bullish. It can ignore all these things and then start to move upwards because basically that's where price is going. So you can sell and your stop loss, just place it just above this trend line. Just gonna make it a small, very what? We have a small. We just make our stop loss very tight around this area, and then our take profit, we just place it around this area. So in most cases, what I've seen is this. You can round off your, like here, what I'm trying to say is this. I'm trying to look for my take profit. I'm going to round it off to 9200, 92 here. Let me just round it off. It works. 92. 92. Then I'll put zeros here. How many zeros were there? Yeah. So this is where price is coming. Where's that line? 93. So it was 93, not 92. So it's 9300. 9300. 93,000. Okay, I want to edit here. So you can say, I'm just calculating the stop loss here, the take profit, sorry. So this is going to be our take profit. These numbers that are rounded off, they are very good when it comes to support and resistance. You see where price is here. This can be our take profit, or this is an area where we're going to buy from. It's also in line with everything that we've been talking about. So you need to use a very tight stop loss, like here around this area. What is the value here? So our stop loss will be 93,414, because we know there's a possibility that price can just shoot up. So this is our take profit, our stop loss, sorry. So we have a stop loss and a take profit. But as for me, I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna take this trade. I'm gonna wait for price to reach 93,000. Then I'll buy from that area. But if you just wanna scalp, yeah, you can do that. So we also have our mentorship classes where I teach on the following. So these basically the pillars of our mentorship classes. So it's in two parts. Our mentorship is in two parts. We normally focus, where is that course outline, yo? We normally focus on the following. You can't see it here. Let me go to my group. DC, where is it? This one. Then I search within the group now. Let me just write mentorship program. Mentorship program. So we teach the following. Okay. So these are our mentorship program focuses on the following. A, we have price action courses where on our price action, we'll be focusing on support and resistance trading, trend line trading like these chart patterns. And we also have candlestick patterns, chart patterns, market structure, identifying market reversal, breakout strategies, and fake out strategies. I didn't put it there. Then B, we also have boom and cry scalping strategies and spike strategies. We'll be talking about indicator-based strategies. Then we also have boom and crash spike strategies. We talked about that one. Then D will also be looking at, so on C and D, we'll be looking at indicator-based strategies. So we only not focus on boom and crash. We also have volatility and strategies that we can use in different markets. Then we also have D, where we'll be talking about smart money concept. So we'll look at the different types of order blocks, how we can identify a valid order block. Not every down candle in a bullish market is an order block. So I will show you guys how you can trade and identify order blocks and how to trade using order blocks. Fair value gaps, types of fair value gaps. There are a lot of fair value gaps. Like yesterday, we're talking about an inversion fair value gap. It's one of the, people do not talk about that one, the inversion fair value gap or the balanced price range. They are all different fair value gaps that we have. Then how to trade using fair value gaps, market structures, strategies that can be used to trade using order blocks, PDRA, Forex, and indices, Q zones, the power of three. Then we also look at risk management and trading psychology. So if you want us to have lessons, probably a week we have 3 lessons, and this can run for a month, 1v1, 1v1, one-on-one, you have to pay $200 US. But if you want pre-recorded videos, you can now pay $50 US. Then I'll send you the videos, because we've been doing this for a very long time. I can just simply send you the videos and we can you can make use of that one. So let's quickly go back to the charts and see what is taking place. Okay, your price is moving upwards. That's why I was a little bit hesitant to take that trade, because I know in most cases the candles were not supporting what I wanted to see. But let's just wait. Price is a funny way of moving. It's so deceiving. Okay, let's go. We're talking about jump 25. Jump 25 in chart patterns. And what do we have here? So they are more clearer if you go on the higher time frames. So what is price doing? Okay, there was a fair value gap, and that fair value gap was covered. If you look here, if you look on this particular area here, we have a fair value gap. You see this fair value gap? This small gap here. I think when price dropped, it covered that fair value gap. I'm not sure if price is going to keep on dropping. I'm not sure if price is going to keep on dropping. Let's go on the H1. What do we see on the H1? There's a small fair value gap. It has been covered. You see this gap? That's the fair value gap that has been covered. And we can see some signs of price trying to push upwards. This is the fair value gap. And I think if this candle closes like this, price will then move upwards. But I'm not saying we should buy here. We can't buy within the consolidation. Let's wait for price to close above on H4. H4, we want a candle to close above this area, and then we can now start look for a retest, and then probably if price closes above here, takes out this one, it will come back for a retest. Then from the retest, we can now then So here we don't have okay, let's see if these candles are going to close above here. Then we can look for a pullback, then we buy after the pullback. So let's quickly look at the other asset. I can see my time is almost up. I don't want to make this very long. Jump 50. Daily. Price is bearish, is bullish. Price is bullish. Why? And price is probably going to push up and cover that fair value gap. Okay, let's see. Let's go on the weekly. It's very clear that price is bullish. And price is respecting a trend line. We have a trend line here. And it came to the lower of the trend line. And then last week, we had a very strong push upwards. Let's see again. On top, do we have a resistance? We have this resistance. Okay, so this is what is happening. Again, it's a flag pattern. So like what I said, these assets, we have a flag pour here, consolidation, price is moving within the upper and the lower trend line, and the breakout hasn't taken place. So we can wait for a breakout here and then price will then move downwards. But if you go to the daily, this is on a weekly, it's crazy. Go to the daily, what do we see? Price is respecting this trend line, which is good. So price is moving up. There's a bullish trend. So we can talk about internal and external structures. The external structure is bearish, but within the bearish structure, which is the external structure, we will have an internal structure that is bullish. What I'm trying to say is this: although we know that price is bearish, we can see price making high highs, high lows, high highs, high low. So the price on the daily is bullish, but we know that on the weekly it's bearish. Price is supposed to come down. Let's go on the H4. On the H4, what do we have here on the H4? We can see some signs of price is a little bit bullish. It wants to move up. H1. Here it's not really clear, although there is a trend line again. There's a trend line here. Let me start from here. So the reason why people do not like using trend line for trading, they say it's not universally agreed upon the what, the way that you should draw your trend line. Anyone can draw his trend line like this, like that. So that's the argument. But if you go to smart money concept, I think those who have been using smart money concept, how has that been working for you guys? How powerful is smart money concept? Because now when that guy started, Michael Hudson, the guy who came up with smart money concept, he was very popular. Everyone was following now. But of recent, those who have been following, he has been criticized heavily, especially on social media, on YouTube, on Telegram, not Telegram, on TikTok and what. People are saying these things do not work. To me, I found that those things, they really work. I'm a smart money. I like using smart money concept, but it's a little bit complex. Smart money concept. I'm telling you guys, that thing is, there's a lot that you need to learn, but you can master chart patterns within a week and start using chart patterns, and you can be profitable trading cryptocurrency, trading forex pairs, trading booming crash, trading derived synthetic indices, anything by just knowing what chart patterns, which makes it easy. But if you try to go the smart money concept way, I'm telling you, you can go for the year losing. I know a lot of smart money traders, ICT traders who lose. I know they don't really make money. Why? Those things are complicated. That's the main reason. You would see, oh, I've taken a trade. Oh, I've missed this. There is something that you're going to miss from. It's that's my belief. I know how to trade using smart money concept. I know how to use price action, but I'm giving you my honest opinion. That thing is not easy. That thing is not easy. It's a little bit difficult, but there is a way that is relatively easy to us to understand, which is chart patterns and price action, and you can never go wrong using those. Yes, we can't say in trading there's something that is 100% accurate, but in most cases, if you use chart patterns, I'm telling you, there's a guy called Sagex. If you look at his videos, he doesn't talk about anything else. He makes a lot of money. He makes, I think, in this market that we trade in, boom and crash, is one of the best. But if you look at his videos, what is he talking about? He's only talking about chart patterns, these things. They are powerful, guys. And if you listen to Michael Hudson when he's making his presentation, he crashes out the fact that we're drawing trend lines. It's like kids, what kids play, and they're drawing clients, but that thing makes money. There's evidence. I've been trading for some time. I know these things work from experience. But if you're someone who's a beginner trader and you don't know anything, you will believe everything. I'm telling you, from my experience, this is the easiest way to trade, and it brings results. If you can master chart patterns, candlestick patterns, those two key concepts, and market structure. So if you are learning how to trade, master the following: market structure, trend analysis, understanding where price is going, the direction in which price is moving. Understand the next thing that you need to know is candlestick pattern, candlesticks. No, this candlestick represents. You can be a very profitable trader by just identifying candlesticks. What I'm trying to say is this: look at this reversal that took place. Whenever price is reversing, if you look at the nature of the candlesticks, it was given the candlestick on its own, like this one, with a very big wick. I can't say this is a bearish hammer or a shooting star, but this big rejection indicates that price was about to come down. If you look at here, what do we see? We see that price, when it reached that trend line, there was a candlestick pattern, which is a bearish engulfing. So if you now know that there's a bearish engulfing, there's a what? There are pin bars. This one, again, when price was reversing, there was a pin bar. This one is a bearish hammer candle, or a bearish pin bar. It's a shooting star. It's a shooting star. If you know that, then you're fine. You're okay. You're good. And we can see clearly where price is going. Price is coming down, and price is going to reach this lower trend line. So it makes it very, very easy to trade just by knowing these two things: your candlestick and your chart patterns. If you can master those two things, I'm telling you, you'll be fine. Okay, I don't want to make this very long. I think my hour is done. So let me just quickly go through the charts. I'm gonna select those who are participating, and I'm gonna give you a free boom and crash. Why are the charts not coming? Okay, let me try again. So let me quickly select those who are participating in today's live. Come on. Why are the charts not coming out? Please, charts, can you come out? Come on. But on my other phone, I could see the charts nicely. Come on. Let me use the other phone. So I'm gonna select one person, two, at least two were more active. And if you're still watching, I'll give you 2 minutes to I'll give you 2 minutes to what, to respond. If you don't respond, unfortunately, you will not get the prizes. I don't know how many months it took me to make those spike detectors. Trying to analyze how, if there's one thing that I'm very good at, it is spike catching. I took everything that I know about spike catching and I made that spike detector. So to me, that spike detector is very, very, very. I want to see someone who have been. I know Samuel has won something in the past. Who was participating? Okay, till then. If you're still there, till then. If you're still there, please just tap in so that you can claim your prize. So we have one. Bradley Barak. Guys, just vote for me. I'm here. Say till then, yes, please. Thanks for the spike detector and thanks for the great knowledge. Thank you so much, Mr. Till then. I hope you are a mister. I don't know if you're a mister or a miss. I'm here. Say DC. Okay, so this is my number. Do you have my number? I'm gonna give you my number so that you can get in touch with me. Send me your MT5 number, only the number. Do you have my number, Mr. Two? Then get in touch so that I can code, I can log the spike detector, then I send it to you. So this is my number, 3229304. So WhatsApp me now so that you can get this. So let's see who else was more active. Bradley Barak. So I'm also going to give Bradley Barak. So today I'm going to be very lenient. I'm also going to select one extra person. So Bradley, if you're still here from Kenya, yes. Thank you for your support, guys. I'm having a lot of viewers from Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Botswana, Namibia. Thank you guys for your support. So Mr. Bradley Barak from Kenya. Yes, you are here. If you have my number, please just Sebe Selema from Botswana. Selema is always there when we are doing our live. I now know even Sema, but I think Sam has once won something. So I'm. So Emmanuel was asking me, do you trade BTC? Do I trade cryptocurrency? No, I don't trade, but I can analyze. Okay, Emmanuel Chakanetsa will be our third lucky winner. So those three, Bradley, Emmanuel, and Till then, these are our winners for today. So you tell me if, so there are two things that I want you, when you WhatsApp me, just tell me, but I want to know if you're still around. I don't know, please guys, try to use English. There are guys who are using a different language. Always motivation. And Niku, you guys are using, I don't know which language. And I don't have a Google translator. If I had a Google translator, I was going to translate. So I've selected those three. Please get in touch. If you don't get in touch with me, you must stay until the end of what? The live. And the guys who are using Arabic, is it? I don't know. Can't even read that, guys. Just try to use English. I speak Zulu. I'm joking. I speak Shona. Okay. I'm around. Barak is around. Bradley is around. Tuden is around. Guys, I've given you my contact details. Get in touch so that you can get these things. So let's just look at jump 10 before we leave and see what is taking place. Still consolidating. But because of that big week, I'm now confident even of taking the trade because that shows signs of rejection. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your support. The channel is doing marvelous, and this is all because of you guys. You are making this channel, and we reached our 10,000 mark. We've reached 10,000. That's marvelous. Very soon we'll be reaching 100,000. But you know what? I started to be serious only last year in this way. That's why I was serious about these things, and we've reached 10,148. So I'll be doing this every day, at least from 10 to 11. I'll be doing this each and every day. Thank you guys for your support. The channel is growing. We are now at 10,148 subscribers. Wow, this is marvelous. Make sure, guys, when you get the opportunity, you share with your friends, your groups. These lives every day. We'll be doing this. I think for the month of June and July. In August, we will stop. I think June and July. We want to push every day. I'll be going live. Only on Sunday. Sunday, I don't think I'll go live from 10 to 11. So 10 to 11 Central African time. You can get in touch with me. And before I go, our spark detectors today, guys. You can rent it for $25 and you can purchase it only for these days that are left before the end of this month. You can purchase it for $10. 10 for $50, guys. That's where this promotion will end. So this is our spike detector. I've extended the what you call it, the end of the promotion until the 31st of what of May. Then you can rent it for $25 a month. So the license will expire after 30 days. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I don't want to make this long because it will be boring. Thank you for your support. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Today's live, we had many people who joined this live. This is amazing. I think there was once a time when we were about 60 who were watching this live. That's amazing. It motivates me. So I think this mobile streaming, I think it's good. What do you think about the mobile streaming? Is it fine? Do you enjoy this mobile streaming, or we should go back to our trade view and what one? Is it nice? Do you enjoy this mobile streaming? Because I know most of you guys trade using a phone. So it would actually help if I also analyze using a phone. So that maybe if you also want to analyze, you can also analyze using a phone and it will be easy. I think that signal, I think it's moving well. Although it was a little bit scary on that previous 15-minute candle, we tried to move up, but now it's dropping to our buying position. So this is the beauty of trading jump indices. With your $5, $2, you can trade it and it can quickly grow. And with jump, it jumps. Yo, jump. It's just crazy. Jump, it can jump. You see, these are the jumps. Jumps, those big 1-minute candle, it can jump up. But we know that price is coming down. So most of the jumps will be down. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time. It's bye-bye for now. Enjoy your day. Stay blessed. I'll be live again tomorrow. I hope we'll be together. Stay blessed, guys.